What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Avengers Infinity War and Black Panther video. So if you are new to the channel, please do consider dropping a like and a subscribe as well if you did enjoy the video. And if you are already subscribed, please do consider hitting that bell button to get notifications, because it's not that long now until Black Panther and Infinity War are out. We're only 2 weeks out for Black Panther, and that is tracking at the moment to be the most popular and biggest MCU movie to date, which is absolutely massive. And I think it's already possibly eclipsed pre-sales for the DCEU movies as well, which isn't really that good for them, considering a character who is not really in the mainstream at all, even before Civil War, is destroying them in the pre-sales. But I want to talk to you about a couple of topics here. We're going to talk about the Soulstone in Wakanda, the Iron Man suit in Infinity War, and an interesting Doctor Strange Easter egg, which has just been announced and kind of confirmed by the director. So I initially talked about the Soulstone being in Wakanda a couple of months ago, but I wasn't happy with that video. I did kind of make that private on my channel because I was not happy with the production of that. But the Soulstone in Wakanda is being hailed as kind of pretty much confirmed. It is. I did expect it to be in this movie, to be in Wakanda quite a while ago, mainly because of the fact that, well, we haven't seen the Soulstone yet, and we haven't seen it in Thor Ragnarok. So that was the kind of the last place, really, before Infinity War, that the Soulstone could have actually been revealed. So in Thor Ragnarok, we expected it to actually be maybe on Heimdall or in Odin's eye patch. This would have made sense, considering that, well, at least Heimdall would be able to, he's able to see everyone, see all of the souls in the entire universe. It was used as a plot device to find Jane Foster for the love-lorn and stricken Thor. But what we've got here is the fact that we never saw it in Thor Ragnarok. So really, that's the only one which we haven't seen yet, and it is one of the actual biggest kind of mysteries so far in the MCU. So the Soulstone being located is a big thing, because really that's the last one that needs to be found, so that Thanos can actually unite all of the stones in his Infinity Gauntlet. That is incredibly important that he is able to find this. So the question is, where actually is it? Now, obviously, spoilers at the start of the video, I did mention that it's in Wakanda. Now, even within Wakanda, there are two places that this Soulstone could actually be, and it could actually be either in the Necropolis or the Dajalia. So, first of all, the Necropolis is the one of two places where the history of Wakanda is kept, and this is it is known as the Wakandan City of the Dead, and it's where all the Black Panthers are kept. So the Black Panthers are history. They are kind of kept here, and each Black Panther is able to commune with them and gain the knowledge that they have had from the past, because the Black Panther is a title which has been passed down for quite some time. And this is maybe the idea of the Necropolis was actually signposted in Civil War, when we actually see T'Challa's father killed by Bucky Barnes, the mind controlled, technically, I guess you could call it mind controlled, probably not. Someone's probably obviously going to agree with me or disagree with me in the comments. We saw him kill T'Challa's father, and the mantle of Black Panther was passed down to him, along with the burden of, controlling a huge nation such as Wakanda. So the big thing here is that, well, if this Necropolis does feature in here, which I expect possibly during the hero's arc of his people rebelling against him, the kind of Michael B. Jordan character Kilgore rebelling against him, and he'll think, oh, what can I do? What can I do to survive? Well, what he'll do is he'll probably head to the Necropolis and maybe speak with his father in some way, and is actually able to do this due to the power of the Soulstone. So the Soulstone can power this and possibly keep their memories alive, or keep their consciousness in some way, allows him to access this, which would be an interesting way of doing things. And in the Infinity comic book, it actually ended up being attacked by the Black Order. So that we did have kind of tough things happening here, and it was a big thing in the comics that it was actually attacked, because Wakanda is under attack from members of the Black Order and the Outriders, who are a big threat in and themselves. So what this could actually end up being is that we could see this necropolis under attack. So we do know that each part of the fighting force of the Avengers will actually be split up. So we do actually have a couple of Lego sets which have revealed some information about this battle. One of them is Attack of the Riders, and the stone in this set is actually the Space Stone. It's saying that unite with Captain America and the Black Widow to protect the Kingdom of Wakanda from the invasion of the foreigners, avoid the fire from the thorns of the landing ships, restrain the attacks of 6 armed enemies, and attack using the shield of Captain America, pounce on the enemies with the truncheons of Black Widow, and get the Cosmic Stone of Infinity. Now, we've also got the Attack of Corvus Glaive, another set which reveals information saying that protect the wall of the Wakanda from Corvus Glaive and his Thresher, shoot at the threshing machine of double gun thorns, and a disc shooter quickly open the gate so that Black Panther can enter the battle, but do not forget to close them immediately so that the enemies do not break in. Help Shuri to remove the Infinity Stone that controls the mind from the head of the Vision. So the fact that the whole of Wakanda is such a huge battle, and the fact that kind of about 3 sets, because we've got another Hulkbuster one as well, the fact that they are huge and there's 3 sets about them, to me that does indicate that the final stone is actually here, and the fact that, well, that is why so much power is needed, because Thanos will send all of his troops there to actually attack. Now, we've also got the Djalia, and while the necropolis is so big, and I've presented some I hope I've presented some convincing theories as to why the necropolis would be in the movie, the Djalia was actually featured in the trailer for Black Panther, and the Djalia is the living memory. So it's quite similar in themes to the necropolis, but this is the living memory of all of Wakanda. And in the comics, we actually had Shuri end up there after she fell and was killed in the Infinity comic book storyline. So the big thing there is that, well, that would make sense if that powers that, and then, well, we do have Thanos' his fighters going there to get from either location. Now, next up in the movie, we do have something which I've been meaning to talk about for quite some while, and it's Iron Man's brand new armor within the MCU. So during the Infinity War trailer, we get a look at the new armor that Tony Stark is wearing. So this new armor is looking extremely similar to the Iron Man Prime armor. So the Iron Man Prime armor was used in the comics, and it allows Tony Stark to actually take on any version of his armor. So he can turn into the Hulkbuster. He can turn into pretty much, any version that the versions that we saw previously in all of these movies. He can actually have a suit for any occasion. It allows him to actually become Iron Man anywhere. We had the briefcase armor, which looked really cool in Iron Man 2, but now we see him able to actually have this suit anywhere he wants. It is on the wrist of the wearer, and it just powers up and takes over his body. And, well, he's going to need that here. And this is incredible. It's kind of like the most powerful armor that he's had to date as well. So considering that he knows there is a big threat coming, and in the Infinity War prelude, we actually see him have and work on a brand new armor for the ages to come. So this is the brand new armor, and from what we've seen with Tony Stark actually walking down the streets, having that chest piece, this does look like the brand new armor. and it does kind of fit in with everything that is happening. And lastly, we have had a brand new Easter egg be revealed in Doctor Strange over a year since the movie was actually released. We've learned that the day of the crash that Stephen Strange had, it was actually on Groundhog Day, February the 2nd. So a big one there from Twitter, which I thought was really cool. I wanted to bring to you guys. And it kind of makes sense that he's stuck in Groundhog Day, especially with the fact that he does have the time stone, so he can go back and forward whenever he wants and live out the same day. However, that is it for this video. Please drop a like. Please do subscribe. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.